anytime I tried to focus on complicated ideas, it just seemed like I was vaporizing and disappearing up my own ass, like every time, right? So what ended up coming out was just songs, like choruses, and it was very liberating for me to reconnect with the part of my musical upbringing that was a lot more basic. Ultimately, what I've been working towards is a show, like the show. And there's elements of what I've done in the past that work live, and there's elements of what I've done in the past that kind of work but don't work live. So every record I've done I've considered more like a work in progress, and I'm ultimately trying to build a set. That set not only includes like the right songs that I'm slowly refining, but also a huge choir and massive sort of theatrical production and orchestral elements. But until such time as we can afford that, which we most certainly can't right now, we've got laptops and all sorts of stuff. My computers on tour or at home or at a studio are just full of information that at any moment I could just, pound out a record. And as much as music is something that I do as a profession or whatever you want to call this, I love to play guitar. I really do. And when I'm not doing it professionally, I do it as a hobby, right? Like we're watching TV or something and I play guitar, so there's always ideas, and my vocation is my vacation. Bam! So Epicloud, for me, is a lot more like of an outward statement than some sort of, come everybody, focus in on my existential crisis. It's really interesting. We got a tuba in it or something, right? Like Epicloud's more like, okay, I'm over it, thanks, all right, let's just make some cool songs, right? We'll see how long that lasts. If you're a sensitive person by nature, which I am, it's best, I've found, is to learn to curb those things, right? But the one way that I've found a cathartic way to express those things that I have problems expressing in normal life is through music or art of any sort. So without the ability to do that, I don't quite know what I'd do. And the way that presents itself is I pick up a guitar and I'm like, wow, that makes me feel a certain thing, whether it's anger or isolation or stupidity or romance or whatever. And the people that do like what I do, I assume, and I may be wrong, are tolerant to the changes in style, just because the undercurrent of all of it is that, well, that's what you wanted to do, and therefore it comes out honestly, and it comes out with a sense of maybe passion that wouldn't be there if it's like, oh, everybody wants me to do strapping. Okay, well, here, let me just give you a bunch of shitty strapping songs I've got no emotional connection to, you know, because then you're like a martyr, and that's just not part of my process.